All right, folks, we are back, and that was insanity, quite frankly.
Wowie wow. Stephano. Pretty patient overall, and the key, though, is definitely the Ling run bys for sure.
Well, it was.
They were very important there. But very good game, I guess, if you like long drawn out dramatic games. Looks like both these players are ready. The next map here chosen by ThorZaIN is SHOUTcraft's Plateau. A nice long game again for sure. And looks like we can go. You ready?
I'm always ready.
Let's go. SHOUTcraft's Plateau, and the reason why it's probably going to be drawn out is it's very filtered in the center of the map. And ThorZaIN loves filtered maps.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. It was well played by both sides, honestly. Stephano held very, very well. A lot of very early damage done by ThorZaIN in that particular matchup. But it wasn't enough to really stop his opponent. And lots of key points, I suppose, to talk about in that series, including the fact that ThorZaIN didn't know about the infestation pit. He thought he prevented it, but that infestation pit was very quick.
Yeah, you'd never think that that game started off with ThorZaIN killing the lair.
Yeah. And
all those drones and queens to a 1 hour game. You would never have thought that.
But it happened anyway.
SCi4.
SCi4, that's how we roll. Simple as that. I bring you Millennium Stephano in the pink trunks, playing Zerg to the southeast of this map, versus his opponent. It is Mousesports ThorZaIN in the red trunks, playing Terran to the southwest.
Well, what are we going to be in for next, TotalBiscuit? What is happening next?
I expect battle cruisers. And if I don't get them, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Well, I wonder how many other people would be disappointed. Probably like everybody, 50,000 people.
Well, VCs are bad against Zerg. That's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, the only one time I've seen them efficiently used was with TLO versus Nama in that game on Daybreak.
Oh, yes, that one was a bit silly.
Pretty epic.
Yeah, it was. SkyZerg versus Sky Terran right there.
And of course, it would be TLO, wouldn't it?
It would be.
It would be.
Yeah, of course it was TLO.
Well,
what else
going to get that drone kill? I mean, probe kill. I mean, SCV kill. Which one? SCV kill. If he's not too careful, but
who knows? We've actually forgotten all of our nomenclature and terminology here.
I know. So. It actually happens once you watch a game of ThorZaIN. Or if you cast a tournament of ThorZaIN.
An entire tournament of ThorZaIN
Imagine
versus
being,
ThorZaIN.
I feel sorry for Mousesports coach.
Yeah? Well, because he has to watch the
manager.
replays.
Yeah, even the manager. Imagine that. You're the manager of Mousesports, so hello there if you're watching, obviously ThorZaIN playing, and you go to a tournament with ThorZaIN, and you're trying to give moral support, and you're sitting behind him, and you're like, God damn it! When is this game finish?
3 hours later.
He wins. ThorZaIN turns around and says, oh, thanks for supporting me. Thanks for supporting me. And then he goes, oh, is it over now? He goes, no, that's just game one. It's like, no, what the hell?
Well, he turns around to thank it for the support, and he's actually asleep on the chair right there.
I bet that Mousesports manager probably loves it when ThorZaIN plays online. ThorZaIN alt tabs, goes to Skype, goes, oh, was that all right? Was it? He goes, absolutely fantastic.
Brilliant. Wonderful, absolutely.
Brilliant.
The best I've ever seen, without question. I particularly love that thing you did at the 38-minute mark.
And that's when dual screen comes in. The guy's like watching...
Yeah, he's got T-Box up, yeah. So,
yeah, that's actually brilliant. And then he hears GG, like, alt tabs back into the game.
Yeah,
like, oh, yeah, really good ThorZaIN. But live events, that guy's screwed.
Yeah, just please don't bear in mind that we don't think that's an insult to ThorZaIN. It's not. That play was fantastic.
He's got his iPhone out at the live event. he's like watching his iPhone. ThorZaIN turns around, and then the manager's like, "Oh yeah, good game." He goes, "What are you doing?" He's just updating the Mousesports team website.
He's actually playing Angry Birds right there. It's like, that doesn't look like an update. Oh, trust me, it is. It's our brand new web interface. It's cutting edge, ThorZaIN. But yeah, ThorZaIN's an absolutely fantastic player, and that map did get somewhat turtly from both sides, really. I mean, you can't just accuse ThorZaIN of being the guy that dragged that game out. Stephano, until he realized about, what, 50 minutes in, that Lings was a good idea as opposed to just staying on the Broodlords and Corruptors, that game was at a standstill. It was stagnant, but then he started being able to do damage.
Yeah. I wonder if we're going to see a third command center this time.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
That we are.
Okay. This is really good on this
get away with it. Yeah.
Because the way that ThorZaIN's going to be expanding here with this third command center is just literally pick up and drop down on the lower ground right next to his base. You can have a tank on the higher ground here. It's very defensive. A nice little pocket expansion there for Terran. And once you control that base, you can just branch out with your left arm. You just swing your left arm and you take the entire of that back. Meanwhile, Stephano is actually gone speed and still mining gas all the way up to 200. With a Roach Warren. And I think Mr.
That's 7 roaches.
Mr. TotalBiscuit, that we're going to see a lot of aggression coming from Stephano. And
I don't think he wants another game like that.
No, certainly not. And we're going to see a lot coming out right now. Will ThorZaIN though build a Marauder though? That's the question. We need the answer. He's not doing it right now. He's built a second barracks.
He has the ability to do so. It depends what ThorZaIN smells. If ThorZaIN smells this coming, then yes, we'll see a Marauder coming from him very, very shortly. And these Hellions might be what brings back that crucial information.
Do they see, yeah, they see the roaches.
Okay, Marauder should be coming.
Oh, he picked up the barracks. Worst case there, picks up the barracks, he tries to put it back down, he builds a bunker in the main base, and Stephano's going to get the upper edge here for sure. He's not going to be able to kill ThorZaIN, but he's going to keep him on 3 command centers on 1 base.
Not ideal.
And then Stephano can start to drone up himself, now he's out of gas, and can take a 3rd base very, very shortly, and just fly so far ahead, and he'll be happy to sit outside and start doing damage, I guess, to this command center. There's no tanks, there's nothing even close to coming out with tanks.
Yeah.
And this is absolutely great for Stephano. Now he's droning up, 3rd base coming. Excellent decision here from Stephano.
Without question. And the bunker now taking a lot of fire. Is there enough to actually keep that up?
SCV's went the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. Ah, the bunker is... it's still alive. He holds at about 5 HP. Oh, but no, in fact, he did send some SCVs around the other side to repair the supply depot, so I don't think that was a mistake at all from him.
Well... if it was a mistake, then he's cutting it close. That's 5 HP
that was a bit of a
left.
heart attack moment, honestly.
And, yeah. I mean, obviously wanted to cover both sides, but that bunker was being targeted, and that was dangerous. But yeah, look, Stephano's just going to contain him now. And have good luck with your 3 command centers, ThorZaIN. Good luck mining out that base before the game even starts. It's 8 minutes, and there's already 400 mineral patches.
Yeah, that's not good.
And compared to Stephano, who's on 1,000 on each mineral field, that's not going to go down so well, is it? So
not really. So the question is, where does he go from here? How does he push out of this? He needs to build.
He needs to get a tank, and, and it's going to get a tank. He's got to get siege mode because there's no way he can do it without, and that's going to be a long time. Meanwhile, Stephano's like gone to I don't know the French streets where all the rich people spend their money, but he's definitely gone there.
Is the Champs-Élysées the...
Oh, that's right, in the main street.
Yeah, possibly. I know that's one of them, certainly.
So he's gone to Champs-Élysées, and he's spending his money.
His euros.
He's spending his euro, buying some expensive clothes.
He's spending his euros buying roaches.
Buying
just like
roaches, because he can do everything right now. Yeah. He's got so much money. He's at 30. He's about to be 50 drones. He's got 3 bases at layer. Finally gets cleaned up and has moved that back. But ThorZaIN's been sent back to the Stone Ages, really. He's just so far behind. Not in tech, but just in economy. And he has to expand at the same time taking that 3rd base because he's so far behind. Yeah,
it reminds me of that interview we did at IPL4. And I would ask the same question. So, Stephano, how did you build ThorZaIN? How did you beat ThorZaIN? BR. Simple as that. And it did the job this time around. The roachling aggression very early on is an ideal way to punish what ThorZaIN did. Yeah. ThorZaIN got greedy, and Stephano has now seen this style from ThorZaIN and adapted to it.
Yeah, I remember when MMA was using this build almost every single game. He used to get a Marauder just naturally behind it and was like, all right, well, I might as well just have a single Marauder. It doesn't matter if I don't use it, but if I do need it, then I can obviously defend against these roaches a lot easier. And a single Marauder makes the world of difference just against
really
6 roaches.
It really does. It hurts so much.
But here's a little push coming. Bailing speed is not done, but Stephano is making a lot of units right now. Creep spread is decent. It's not the best. It could have been better, but it's enough to hold this push back.
Yep, and the tank doesn't quite get deployed at the right time. He's dragging him all the way back into tank range, as you can see, taking a lot of punishment there. Yeah. Banelings are nailed down quite nicely, and a good little bit of action by ThorZaIN, losing the tank up to the top, but able to start putting a contain in place, and more importantly, spreading himself out there. And thankfully, all those FCVs he's built are now being put to good use on the natural and the 3rd.
Yeah, and what I meant with creep spread, pushing it back, the thing is, when you're playing against Terran, depending on how far your creep is, that'll mean where his first tank gets sieged. If there was no creep spread, he could have sieged right into the natural. So depending on how far the creep is obviously going to help you out a lot more if it's further out. So always focus on that. Meanwhile, Bailings are being made. No Bailing speed though, so that's kind of interesting. Stephano has taken the gases on that 3rd base, just needs to go into them now. The drone count's still at 55. It's a little bit low actually. And he has got a lot of units, but it's still low. And maybe he wants to try and stop this 3rd base, but there's no way he can break through there now.
No, absolutely not. Stopping the 3rd base is a nightmare on this map, simply because look at what you're fighting through. Yeah. You've got these really narrow passages here. You can come around the side, but you're going to be hit by tanks all the way. If you use lings, you've got to come all the way around here to get at the tanks and lose most of your lings in the process. It's horrible.
Yeah, ThorZaIN recovered really well in this game here. Really, really well.
Yep.
Once that third base was down, he started to, you know, just come back to where he was. Second factory is now up finally, and we'll start to be able to produce 2 tanks at a time to round that up, because he's only at 2 right now. Well, 3 just popped out, so very, very low tank count. Bailing speed is on the way, as well as infestors. 4th base already from Stephano, really, really like that. And the drone count at 66, about to be 77 with 11 more in production, so he's going to be very, very comfortable right now.
Yeah, he's happy with that. 4th base, as you said, is almost complete and about to pop. Both of these guys are just going to settle in right now. Hive Tech is on its way forward to Stephano. Fairly... not that early, sort of about the appropriate time, but he'll be looking to get Broodlord specifically so that he can smash his way through here. Ultras on this map, I personally don't rate them because, once again, good luck funneling your Ultras one at a time down this corridor here to take out the third.
It's definitely
stupid.
for Broodlords, and the Hive is a little bit faster than usual. It should have started after the gases have finished, been built and started being mined from, but that's only happened just now, so it is a little bit faster than usual. And now we have the Spoon setting up position in the center of the map, spreading his tanks out, making sure that he may even start to put tanks on the higher ground as well. So that's very smart on this map to do also, to really, really punish any ground army from Stephano. And Stephano is going to try and come around the back. He isn't really going to achieve too much. There's a lot of attacks.
Fungal lands quite nicely, so at least he gets a little bit of a cleanup there. He loses quite a few Lings in the process. Interesting composition. Roach Ling, Infester, and the Banelings there to back it up, but it's not enough to make his way in there, honestly.
Greater Spire going to be starting in a few seconds now as Hive does finish up. And the upgrades aren't too bad, and there is the Greater Spire starting now. So we do have a drop coming into the main base of Stephano from ThorZaIN. It's just over here on the left. And it's going to come down, but Stephano does see it because of nice overlord spread, of course.
Always good.
And meanwhile, ThorZaIN is going to get a 4th base at the same time now, too. So this is when it really starts to get difficult. Oh my god, ThorZaIN, is he, what does he scan? Because he's moving out right now. He has, he scanned the Greater Spire and immediately unsieges and moves out now. I was wondering what triggered that, and he sees now, and he's trying to hit before the Broodlords are out. Ooh.
Well, that's not going to be so good, is it? He lifts a Thor up right there, but 2 tanks are immediately eliminated as a result of those infested towns. That was quite a bit of energy coming in. In the meantime, there's that drop down at the bottom. It is being responded to Banelings there, so that's not even a problem. He wasn't on top of that one at all. ThorZaIN's managed to push forward just a little bit, though. And really, he's winning ground here, and that seems to be his priority. Yeah,
what a beautiful scan that was to find the Hive and the Greater Spire, and then pick up a move. Such beautiful play there by ThorZaIN. Not moving blindly, not just going to walk into Stephano's army, but knowing that Stephano's army is so little because he's taken up so hard right now, and this is a beautiful time here by ThorZaIN.
Oh yes, rolling forward and pushing this creep back further and further, and that is incredibly important for him.
He's forcing an engagement for Stephano, who doesn't want to fight right now, but he has to.
He has no choice, and look at the tank spread. Salvos coming in all over the place. Will it be enough? Stephano looks to try and get a quick cleanup at this point. Infested Terrans landing, and Stephano is repulsed once again, but ThorZaIN lost a lot of units there.
And we do have 4 Broodlords making those, so he pushed him back just enough to get the Broodlords out. Otherwise, ThorZaIN would have bunny hopped all the way to the natural.
Yeah, Thor is down. ThorZaIN was
drop to the top as well here, but 3 spines do greet him.
No, he ain't getting in there. Simple as that. ThorZaIN gets out of there as rapidly as he can, redeploys, but he's still in spine range, so that's going to be eliminated. And Stephano is now pushing ThorZaIN back. ThorZaIN in full retreat across the map. He's going to be potentially losing a medevac here, as well as several tanks.
He's losing a lot there. These Corruptors doing a lot of damage, and now we may actually see Stephano, just go for it, because ThorZaIN's not ready to fight against Broodlords by no means.
Nope.
He's lost Vikings now. 4 Ghosts are on the way out, but not here yet. And they're not going to have enough energy right now. I'm not even sure if he researched Mobius Reactor straight away. Yeah, he did. Okay, so he does have some decent energy, but not that much in this 3rd base, even though mined out almost is still under a lot of threat.
Yeah, and it's the gas that's the most important. He's not going to be able to mine from that at all. Broodlord's just being made right outside the base because he knows that ThorZaIN can't do anything about it. Corruptors easily snipe off a Viking, and ThorZaIN tried to get in there before the Greater Spire came up, and he wasn't able to do so. He wasn't quite quick enough. Stephano's taken full advantage of it, and now ThorZaIN's in a world of hurt.
Yeah, Stephano was playing with so little units to get to that Hive so fast, and Broodlord so fast, and ThorZaIN tried to punish him for it, but he couldn't quite do it, and this may be the last engagement in this game. So many Broodlords, oh my god!
The Fungals are beautiful as well, and Stephano with a full cleanup at this point.
Oh no!
Oh, wow, you know what? It wasn't quite enough, I thought. It's like, hey, it's a full cleanup. No, the Marines do stay alive, and a few Broodlords picked off here, which is going to be the saving grace which keeps him in the game. I'm surprised Stephano wasn't able to clean that up faster.
That was so close to losing every single Broodlord there. And where are the reinforcements for Stephano?
Yeah, they are.
Lagging behind a little bit. Got some stream delay or something on these guys because they were late, but they are back in now. Bailing's been more very smart decision against Ghosts. Ling Bailing very, very strong, and more infestors to be made also.
Absolutely, and those Ghosts are easily able to deal with that and bring the Corruptors down as well. Down goes an Infestor. He's not able to kill the Broodlords, though. He doesn't want to get anywhere near those Banelings.
And there are the Infestors now to stop those Ghosts just walking out in the middle of the map. And ooh, he could fungal this. He's got to be careful not to just walk those Ghosts out. Just want to send one or two to EMP or even Snipe is fine as well.
Yeah,
but
that EMP only lands on a single one, unfortunately. And now Ghost Spread is coming in, but those Ghosts are dying very rapidly right here. Returns fire with a bunch of Snipes. Is it enough to bring the Broodlords down before the Ghosts die? It is. And now he needs to get the hell out of there.
Oh, Lings are going to eat every single one. They have no energy to cloak. They don't even have
the
cloak
Marines
even.
save their ass, coming in at the last possible moment.
Marines always save ass.
Indeed they do. Right now, this base up to the... I don't even know where you were going with that. The orbital command has now been lifted to get that out of the way. And big fungal. It was absolutely massive, and this could really, really hurt. He takes out a couple more Ghosts. Ghost count has now fallen to 6, and he's taking a battering at the hands of Stephano. The SCV count is incredibly low.
And I'm wondering the same thing that Stephano's wondering is where the hell is his money? He builds 10 more drones to try to saturate another base, but he's at 72 drones. That's a decent amount. I just don't know where his money is. You know, neither does he. He's like, what the hell? Why am I low on money?
He's fully enough barely got any units. And
I know, it's weird, isn't it? He's got 72 drones, yet like hardly any money. Though he's now going up to a new base. We'll take gases immediately to start making even more Broodlords. But once again, ThorZaIN manages to hold on in a situation where it looked like it could have been just game right there and then.
Oh yeah, he is. He's still behind by a very significant margin. He's 150 supplied and 93, which is never ideal. And his opponents had a bunch of unmolested bases. They've been mining no problem whatsoever, whereas ThorZaIN did end up taking a battering at this base down here. But yeah, he's not out yet, certainly. And if anyone could turn this around, it will be ThorZaIN.
And where are the starports? He only has one starport, actually, just making 2 Vikings. Probably want to add some more, well, a second starport on in there. But right now, I guess it's kind of in an ideal world added a second starport because he is kind of hurting in terms of economy. You can see he's down to 112 supply, only 48 SCVs, can barely manage the command center he's got already because he doesn't have enough SCVs. But ground army, a little bit weak from ThorZaIN. I mean, just pure Ling Bailing would probably roll all over this. There's only 2 tanks there.
Yeah, that's very, very true. And well,
there's a lot of Ling Bailing over here in Infestors. So
yeah, we should be able to do this one. Let's find out. The scan goes down, so he knows what he's up against. Billy backs off. Ghosts are gonna get fungaled. Oh no! The Baneling smashed through the Ghost count. And that was what was going to keep him in this game. Not anymore. Baneling detonations annihilate the army.
Oh my god. Somebody's calling the Ghostbusters, but they're not picking up right now, man. They are all dead.
So the Ghosts got thoroughly busted, there's no doubt. And I'm afraid that a couple of snipes isn't going to help. GG, ladies and gentlemen, and Stephano once again shows his ZVT dominance and takes the series into 2-0 in his favor.
Wow. That was... I expected that game to go a lot slower than that. That was a lot faster.
Stephano has no interest in playing those long games anymore.
I love that opening by Stephano, though. So beautiful to prevent that. You just... A lot of Zerg players, from what we've seen so far in this tournament, let ThorZaIN get away with that. And Stephano punished that really nice, opened himself up to take a fast third, and
it was wonderful.
Beautiful, beautiful game. And it looks like ThorZaIN's next map, he has chosen the last 2, obviously losing both games, is going to be on Antigua Shipyard. And boy, we've seen a lot of ThorZaIN on this map.
We have. I remember seeing a lot of ThorZaIN on this map in the DreamHack Valencia tournament, in fact, against Dong Regu. But then again, we've also seen a lot of Stephano on this map too.
Yeah, Stephano likes this map very much so. So this map works both ways. ThorZaIN picking it for his own reasons, and now Stephano's like, excellent. I love this map in every matchup.
Indeed. We'll be right back very shortly after this. A quick commercial break for yet more action from this final series.